Family. What's going on? Hey, I just wanted to jump on here real quick to release a word real quickly, and that word is close the gate. Close the gate. I would say about 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I was basically sitting. I was basically sitting, and I think I was watching TV or something, and I heard in my spirit, close the gate. There was a few things that came to my mind, and with those few things that came to my mind was one, gates. What are gates? And so we have gates in our nation and everywhere around the world. Those particular gates, I would give a great example would be we have this thing that's called import and export, where the ships take out products, whatever it may be, from our nation, and they go to another nation. Those ports are actually gates or entrance ways into our nation. We have gates in our cities as well. And so when I heard that, I really felt like, okay, we need to pray for the gates in our nation. Even just another good example would be the border between the nation of Mexico and our nation. That is a gate as well. And so, like I was saying, is that I just really felt that we need to begin to pray for the gates of our nation. Also, the gates of our government, and far as national and local. I'm not sure if something's going to happen, but again, I just keep hearing the word close the gate. And real quickly, the other thing that came to my mind as well was ecclesia, which is, yes, the church. But it is more than just the church. It's more than just ecclesia means the called out ones. It's the church. Yes, that is true, but the ecclesia, it's much more than just called out ones in the church. Ecclesia in the sense, or not even in the sense, ecclesia, what ecclesia really means is a group of citizens or a group of people or a group of elders. They would be called out into the public courts, or be called out to the gates of the city. And the reason why they would be called out to the gates of the city, or go to the gates of the city, is because the judges, they would have seats there. People will go and talk about certain matters, and it's mostly legal matters. And so the church, or the ecclesia, they would go to the judges. They would discuss politics. They would discuss laws. They would discuss creating laws. They would discuss of changing laws. They would discuss of what they would allow and what they would not allow in the city, to keep the city safe, to keep justice and truth, to have a morale, or not morale, but not to allow immorality to happen, things of that nature. And I believe that, I don't want to say all, but I want to just say the church, we need to begin to close the gates. We need to begin to use our legal authority, our legal rights in the earth realm, meaning that we need to go to the courts, or the court of heaven, or the court of God. I talk about, I have another video where I talk about there are three levels of prayer. We go to God as our Father, as our friend, and as our judge. I'm not going to get into it in this video. You can go to the ministry page, the House of Elijah's Ministry. You can type that up. You can go over there and look at that video and a couple other videos. But we need to go to God as judge about closing gates. And when we talk about closing gates and using legal rights, using legal terminology, using jurisdictions, understanding that of our authority, we need to loose and bind, meaning we need to begin to say what we will permit and what we will not permit in our nation, in our local cities, our states, as well as in our homes and in our neighborhoods. Excuse me. And so I really believe that we really need to begin to just pray, use our legal authority, use our legal rights to close the gates. And usually, when a city or a watchman tells the people, or you know, someone's being notified to, hey, close the gate, it's for a reason. Meaning that you close the gates, you're protecting what's inside of the city because of something. Something is coming. Not only that, they closed the gates at night. There was no more business. There was no more transactions. That was it. No one left and no one came in. Again, why? To protect the people or the city from outside danger. I believe that we need to begin to close the gates, to begin to pray, because I believe that there is an outside danger coming. And I really believe that, again, we really, really need to pray. I just feel this sense of the body of Christ really needs to begin to pray about protection in our nation, and the gates, to cover the gates, close the gates prophetically in the spirit, as some would say in the spirit, but begin to pray over the gates of our nation, the ports, the ports, the borders, things of that nature. So I just wanted to hop on real quickly to just release that word, ecclesia. We need to begin to use our legal rights to begin to change laws. Okay, not only just dealing with prayer in the spiritual sense, but we need to begin to stand up in our communities, in our cities, in our nation, to begin to talk about changing laws, creating laws, what we should not allow, what we should allow. This was the manner of the church. This was the manner of the church. We have that right. We have that authority. So instead of sitting back and always complaining about what's being allowed, what's not being allowed, we all need to begin to rise up and stand up and begin to put things together and create laws that, we need to do that. We need to go to our city councils. We need to do things for our cities, and even on the national level as well. Yet we need to come together as the church, as the body, forgetting doctrine, forgetting denominations, all those simple, all those really simple things, and really come together as a group with power. There's numbers and power. And again, we need to pray seriously for our nation. closing the gates, and and we also need to begin to stand up as a church and begin to get involved. I know a lot of people say, well, church and state is separate, and I don't deal with politics and stuff like that. But Christ dealt with that. Christ dealt with politics. So I just wanted to give that to you all. I'll probably holler back at you guys later. Peace.